Overwhelming. It's a long time coming, and we just want to hope it go all the way through.
The wife and son of Larry Hoover, after his 6 federal life sentences were commuted by President Trump.
And he deserves redemption. He deserves a second chance at being a part of this community. And he could be a benefit to this community if they want him to be a benefit to this community.
Years past, Hoover's case drew increasing attention, including from artists like Kanye West and Chance the Rapper.
And I gotta remind y'all that he was a political prisoner.
He is being held because he is a symbol, not because he needs further incarceration or he hasn't been rehabilitated.
The president's commutation only applies to Hoover's federal sentence. He still faces state prison time for which he's eligible for parole. Governor JB Pritzker can also offer clemency.
We know that Governor Pritzker believes in rehabilitation, redemption, and transformation, and he's done all of that.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? Speaking of the Larry Hoover being released and issue is clemency. He's on a petition. He's being brought back from Colorado, the federal system, brought back to Illinois to complete his 200-year sentence for the 1974 murders, 2 double murders, the claim he did, convicted for. I read his case law on that case. I read his case law some years ago. And it doesn't say he shot anybody. But anyway, he lost all his appeals in court on that case as well. But what I want to say is that where he go from here? He goes to Prisoner Review Board for a clemency hearing. Now, he can file for clemency with the Prisoner Review Board before 24, right? You got to file before July 24. They have the clemency hearing in October, the October docket. Now, I don't know if they're going to expedite it or not. I imagine they would. They may do that. They may just do that. Who knows? But what I'm saying is that what I know can happen from the clemency is that he can either be granted clemency or a pardon. Now, the other thing they are not mentioning is that they could grant him parole. But he's applying for clemency. They haven't said he's applying for clemency yet either. So he's got, as far as I know, he's got 3 options: a pardon, clemency, or parole. If he gets parole, he has to do 3 years parole. That's it.
No, he's been commuted. Mm-hmm. You know, we had this conversation maybe a year ago, and we were talking about how we could assist and aid Mr. Hoover in transitioning and coming back home. Mm-hmm. Now we're in a space where Trump has just commuted him and he has to come back to Illinois. Now we're facing a situation with Governor Pritzker. Mm-hmm. I know that's your man.
Yeah.
What does his chances look like?
I'll put it this way. I'm going to keep it simple so your viewing noise can understand it by me being a translator.
Yes, sir.
To put it through your social media network, but this the message that you put with it. To God be the glory.
Yes, sir.
We are praying to God to touch the heart and the soul of Governor JB Pritzker in the name of redemption, in the name of humanity, in the name of fairness, so that Governor JB Pritzker can pardon Larry Hoover.
Yes, sir. You know, interesting.
This my thing. We hope that Governor Pritzker did do this for him. Gator Bradley is praying for him. I'm saying this to Governor Pritzker.
They went in, let's cut a deal.
You running for governor. I mean, you running for president in 2028. We know this. You need our support. You running for governor again, I believe in 2026. You need our support. I believe you will get more support nationwide from young black men if you release some shape, form, or fashion, either clemency, pardon, or parole, if you release Larry Hoover. You would have the votes of young black men all over America. Not just black men, come to think of it. You would get votes from a lot more young men, period.
You vote for my package, I'll vote for yours. Give me a vote in the committee. Hey, Bill Henry, could you come over and give me an extra vote? Could you get down here on time? We're going to start the council. I need your help. That's a deal.
And the thing I'm saying about, they said worried about Larry Hoover, what he's gonna do. Larry Hoover, no doubt, after being locked up so long, being away from his family so long, not having a life, nothing. The last thing he wants to do is be involved in anything that risks public safety. He's too old to even think like that. Like, all that man wants to do is be at home, go to a restaurant, go to a carnival, go somewhere with his family. Stay at home with his family. That's all he want to do. He want to see the world, of course. But he don't want to see it with no young thugs. No. He don't have nothing to do with that. Be for real. He's beyond that. This man is humble. We don't know. We haven't heard him speak. We haven't heard him speak in 30 years. But I be knowing how prison changes men. I know he's a changed man. He's no way, shape, form, fashion that person. The only reason they want is to keep him away is because those people are racist. Those people are racist. They want to keep their knee on a black man's neck. Oppress him, suppress him, humiliate him, brutalize him. Don't want him to get a fair shake at all in this life. Those are the people that want to keep him away like that. Don't want to give him a chance. Don't want you to release him.
They went in, let's cut a deal.
Is worth $10 million. His net worth is $10 million because he had a production company, he had a clothing line, and he had his name copyright infringement on artists using his name, like Rick Ross. He earned money that way. I don't really believe he earned money from no drug empire. I believe that's made up. He sure had a legitimate way to make it from prison as well. Anyway.
They went in, let's cut a deal.
Governor Pritzker, let him go, because in terms of deal for the votes of young people, black men, old and young, it just shows compassion. It just shows compassion. You get the support for your presidential election on the minister.
Bill Henry's gonna be over here to cut a deal. Let's cut a deal first before we get here.